Okay guys, now we're going to talk about testing for acids and bases. You will get lab-based questions about whether something is an acid or a base based on a lab testing situation. So this just means like forensic science in a crime scene. If there's an unknown substance found, unknown liquid found, before they'll touch it, do anything with it, do any tests on it, the first thing they're going to determine is if it's safe or not by determining is it an acid or a base. What's its pH value? How strong or weak is it as an acid or a base before they'll do anything else? So the first thing you can use is called litmus paper. They come in little bitty vials. They're little blue or red paper strips. And you use both colors of paper to dip in an unknown substance, right? Typically a liquid. So if you take a blue piece of paper, right? Blue paper and dip it in the substance. If it turns red, then that means your substance is an acid. Okay? I do this by memorizing this little acronym BRA, like you can't forget it. It's the word BRA. It's just funny. So if blue paper turns red, that means it's an acid. Now if you remember that one, then the other one is nothing. So the acronym I use for it is RBB. If you take a red piece of paper and you dip it in a substance and it turns blue, then your substance is a base. So BRA, blue turns red, it's an acid. If red turns blue, it's a base. Now that just means that's specific to that piece of paper. If you take a red piece of paper and you dip it in an acid, it just won't change colors at all. So if you dip a red piece of paper in and it just stays red, then that means it's an acid. But you still want to do the other piece of paper just to make sure. Okay, you want to do the other color paper just to make sure. So just remember those acronyms. If you memorize this one, right, you can't forget the word BRA. You're not going to forget it. Blue turns red, it's an acid. That's your acronym for litmus paper. Phenolpthalein is different. Phenolpthalein is just a clear liquid. It looks like water. You take that clear liquid, you drop it into an acid. You just take a couple of drops, drop it into an acid, drop it into a base. The color change is what's going to indicate what's what. So if you drop this clear liquid phenolpthalein into an acid, it should stay clear. So if you drop this into a liquid and it stays clear, that means it's an acid. So I say it like this. Phenolpthalein stays clear, it's an acid. In a base, however, the liquid should turn pink. Right? So if phenolpthalein turns pink, it's a base. PPB. Phenol turns pink, it's a base. PCA. Phenol stays clear, it's an acid. Okay? The level of pinkness, right? Sometimes a little faint pink, medium pink, super dark pink. The darker it turns, the stronger your base is. Right? Same thing with this. The darker red it gets, the stronger your acid. The darker blue it gets, the stronger your base. So the color also indicates how strong or weak your acid could be. Right? So those are the tests for those. You will get questions on that, and we'll look at some practice questions so that you can see what they're going to look like.